here's the big fight scene. This was not choreographed ahead of time.
It's pretty fun. I liked it.
It was really fun. It felt really awesome after we did this, because
we had some things planned,
really
like
cool.
The fake blood, and we had the plank there that was we already broke.
And yeah, the basic ideas were there, but a lot of the moves, like Keegan's windmill kick thing.
Yeah. Jackie Chan was unavailable, so we had to
do all the stunts ourselves. This is something I obviously stole from 24, which uses this technique a lot, showing all the different panels.
I don't what was Epoch gonna do there? He's gonna kill me.
I don't know. Yeah. That was ketchup I spit out. I really like the scene because that's the original picture that this guy got, before he traveled back in time. So it's not the one that Amy just gave to Incredibly Wet Man.
Ooh.
We broke that table beforehand.
Where did we get the table from?
I
hope it wasn't just down there.
No, it was. We had it in the apartment, but it was breaking. So
nice. There's Amy on our gross rug.
And this bomb my dad made actually. Did a pretty good job at it.
Fully functioning bomb.
Yeah, I was surprised at how adept he was at crafting bombs.
Oh.
And now this is Epoch forcing. It's interesting to think like Epoch has done this, or questioning how many times Epoch has done this, and why he's not better at it. If he's done it so many times.
Is that it?
No.
Oh.
So the building did actually explode there, and you're supposed to assume that Paradox died. But Epoch and Incredibly Wet Man obviously traveled back in time before the explosion. Tom contributed this funny line, "moist ashes," here. Doesn't really fit with the tone of this moment, but it was funny, so we kept it in. Here it comes right here. Or moist ashes. Anything to add?
It's nice that they seem to be like reporters that care. Usually on the news, they don't really seem to care at all. They're just like, a plane went down today in South Africa. Went to
yeah. I think the idea was this one kind of hit close to home for everyone. This is a kind of sad way to leave Duncan's story. He doesn't get much closure. We just see him surrounded by alcohol and drowning his sores. But when you consider it, I mean, both Amy and Incredibly Wet Man died in an explosion, or so he thinks.
Right.
So I'd be pretty depressed too.
Yeah.
And yeah, the dates here we actually tried to line up with the release dates of the film, and we did actually. October 3rd was when we released the last 3 parts of the movie.
This is my least favorite part.
Pretending to cry like a baby. Did a pretty good job. As much as Keegan complains about serious acting, he's pretty good at it.
I look like a turd. Thank you, though. That's nice.
And this
2 weeks later. We talked about doing a SpongeBob thing there.
We felt it didn't fit quite. I really like this shot. That's supposed to be him looking out the window at his past self and Amy. I don't know if people really got that. It's not a flashback. It's him looking out the window at them.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, maybe it does look like a flashback.
Yeah. By the way, I meant to mention one of my least favorite things about the movie is back at the restaurant. At the restaurant, it's nighttime, and then when the chase scene starts, it's daytime. Yeah. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but it was really glaring to me when I was editing. And
we even talked about adding like a slide that said like, and they chased him all night and into the next day. Just a pathetic attempt to
continuity, so it made sense.
This is back in the basement.
And this is Marty and my dad again, and I think if I ever continued with the series, I would make them like those are the actual same guards that we saw earlier in the Marty's character from the restaurant and my dad's character that was about to shoot Epoch. That they're the same ones,
very cool.
Younger versions of themselves, because this is in 2007.
The wetsuit there.
Yes, that's my wetsuit. We steal that line from Batman. And I like this final shot. I was happy with the camera struggling to focus and the little flare and the dust floating. This is the awesome song that Peter wrote.
Yeah.
Incredibly Wet Man. And this is the chord progression I was talking about that we hear in the hero theme throughout the movie.
Sounds pretty good. It's still my iPod.
Yeah, a lot of people like this song, actually. So these are the credits. And what I wanted to mention here, well, for two things. So the first thing is that you might have noticed throughout the video on YouTube that the resolution of the camera or the ratio, like the widescreen ratio, changed in different parts, and that was because we were borrowing film equipment from Zoom Productions at the University of Ottawa, which we got for free, which was really awesome, and we thank them for that. But the cameras we rented them out on different weekends. These were all shot over the weekends, and we got different cameras sometimes, and they had different settings that we didn't realize. They were set to film at different ratios, and I don't know if that's the right word for it. So when one of them's a square ratio and another one's a like a widescreen one, so that explains why it's a little messed up. I tried to, on YouTube, there's options to change how much it zoomed in. So I tried to do what I could, but if anyone was wondering about that, if that was a pet peeve of anybody's, that explains that. And the one person I forgot to include in the special, I think it just passed the special thanks to section of the credits, was Yusuf Malik, who was incredibly supportive of the movie, and I put up the screenplay, and he was one of the first people to read it and give me feedback, and he was really valuable.
He's one of the reporters.
Yeah, he was the news reporter #1, the reporter for 5i News, and yeah, he was just really awesome, and I discussed the movie with him a few times, and he provided actually 2 distinct ideas that we used in the movie, the first being that Toxicity and Incredibly Wet Man actually had a history, and that they were friends in high school, which I would definitely explore more if we were to continue the story. So he provided that whole idea, which was not, like, I hadn't even considered before. And he also provided the idea of using that line from Batman, you either become a hero or watch yourself become the villain, or die a hero and watch yourself become the villain. Any last thoughts, Keegan?
No, yeah, it was fun. We'll do something like this again. If you're on YouTube, you should go watch Epic Mealtime or something. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, why are you watching this? Bye. Yay.